On July 5th, 2022, we flew the inaugural flight of Norse Atlantic Airways from Orlando MCO Airport to Oslo, OSL.
So very excited today. We are at Orlando Airport and we are flying to Oslo. And not only that, but we are flying on a brand new airline. It's called Norse Atlantic. Today is actually its first flight from Orlando to Oslo. You may not have heard about this airline yet, but that's because they're brand new. They kind of came out of the demise from Norwegian Airlines, and several of the higher up people went and started a brand new airline called Norse Atlantic, and today is their first flight out of Orlando. So we are super excited to be on board with it. They just actually cut the ribbon, and it's gonna be a really cool experience, so stay tuned.
We were fortunate enough to see the ribbon cutting ceremony at the gate of Orlando Airport and catch the CEO and founder of Norse Atlantic Airways speak. It was pretty exciting to be a part of. After the ceremony, Norse Atlantic Airways even had for its passengers some sandwiches, waters, and cute Norse Atlantic cupcakes to commemorate the occasion. Now, Norse Atlantic promised to be a lot like Norwegian Airlines. They said that they learned a lot out of the Norwegian Airlines experiences and vowed that Norse Atlantic would not make those same mistakes. For us, Norwegian was our go-to airline, so we were super excited to see what this new airline had to offer. As of now, out of Orlando, the only flight offered is to Oslo, but Norse has had other flights out of JFK, Fort Lauderdale, Los Angeles, Gatwick, Berlin, and obviously Oslo. I'm hoping soon that Gatwick as well as Paris will also be available out of Orlando, but we will see. As you board the Boeing 787 fleet, it's very similar to what was Norwegian, but that would be because the planes were once Norwegian's planes and purchased by Norse Atlantic. Once called a Dreamliner, but now called a Norse Atlantic, they're longships, named after the Scandinavian warships of the Vikings. You can even see the end of the Viking ship on the tail of the plane, which is now the logo of Norse Atlantic. I thought this was very fitting and definitely much more Norwegian feeling. The flight is a no-frills flight, meaning that everything is extra and you pay for what you want. So in economy, entertainment is offered and a beverage, but everything else you have to pay for. In premium, where we were sitting, our seats were bigger with 35% more legroom, and not only reclined further back, but there are leg rests as well. We also had our own entertainment system. I had my own headset, but I didn't see anyone offer anyone else on the flight a headset if needed. It also would have been nice to have a blanket or pillow in premium. That was something Norwegian did do. When we got on the flight, we were offered either a cup of water or juice, but a bottle of water would have been great as well, because Orlando to Oslo is a long flight. When it was time for service, we were offered 2 options and 1 bottle of wine or beer. Anything after that, you had to pay for. Our food was just the course and a small dessert, as well as a warm bread roll. The food was just okay. If I was sitting in economy, I would say it isn't worth purchasing. One should bring their own food. And then again, about 2 hours before landing, we were served a breakfast of a bagel and another Norse cupcake. Overall, the flight was fine. It was their first flight out of Orlando, so I'm sure that some adjustments will be made. I do have to say that Norse Atlantic definitely defines a no-frills flight, because I've never walked off a flight feeling so thirsty and hungry sitting in the premium section. And on their previous counterpart, Norwegian, even though it was a no-frills flight as well, you didn't feel that way. as well as you definitely felt less nickel and dimed on Norwegian's flights. Hopefully, Norse Atlantic will make some changes.
Good morning and welcome to Oslo.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you've flown Norse Atlantic yourself. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more adventures with HollyCaputoWanderlust. See you next time.